another story we've been following. A very brave young 19-year-old. You would have seen this in the Post this week. William Swiminer. He has been wearing this T-shirt. Life is wasted without Jesus to school. His school thought it was offensive, said that, you could think maybe he was saying that your life is wasted if you don't have Jesus, so they suspended him. And it's been an ongoing drama. So yesterday we had a chance to speak to William just before he went back to school. They actually lifted his suspension. They were told that, I believe they were advised that they really don't have a legal right to continue to suspend him over this because it's not maybe a strong enough case. So they have let him come back to school. He was wearing his T-shirt, and this is just before he went back yesterday. Let's take a look. William, thank you so much for making time for us today. We've been following your story. Tell me a little bit about how all this came about.
Well, it started long before the T-shirt, actually. The T-shirt thing is only just what recently they kind of got me on. It started long before this. I've been called into the office for talking about God and talking about Christianity many times. In my school, it's kind of they tell you, you're not allowed to have religion in school. But the thing is, there's many religions in there. It's just Christianity that they're kind of against, is what I've found. I've been called up to the office for the T-shirt many times and suspended many times. And they've told me that it's hate talk and that it makes people feel unsafe at my school, which I think is a little dramatic myself.
This whole situation is you being suspended because you wore the Life Without Jesus is Wasted, or Life is Wasted Without Jesus T-shirt. Why this? Why did you decide to take a stand over this?
Because Christianity and Judaism has really been put down in that school. Teachers, they actually have taught against it in that school. I have one teacher, not going to mention his name because I don't want to get him in trouble, but he has taught that Christianity is the problem with the world. And this has been going on for years. Ever since I've been there, they have been very anti-Christian. And so one thing after another, because, students, they hear all this stuff about how Christians are the problem with the world and they're bad and all that kind of stuff in class. And then they see that I'm a respectful young person, that I'm a Christian, and that I treat people nice and I don't judge people and all that. And they come up to me and they ask me about it, and because I tell them, and then I end up in the office for it, which is kind of weird. And so basically, when they told me to take the T-shirt off, it wasn't that I was trying to be defiant or, with the message put anybody else's religions or opinions down or anything like that. But it's just that I was standing up for Christ and standing up for, Canadians and their rights to express their opinions in this country. And Christians especially, because I believe that Christians have really kind of had the tape over their mouths and had a fear of, speaking for Christ. Yeah, I think that I'm glad that this kind of happened. I'm kind of glad that this happened because Christians all across the country have been speaking up with me and standing behind me on this, and they are really beginning to understand that we do have the freedom of speech and freedom of religion and freedom to express our opinions, and I'm really glad that this actually happened. I'm definitely not in people's faces about it. That like if I was to do that and they called home about that, I'd be in trouble with Dad for sure, because that's not walking in love.
Yeah.
When Jesus came, he said that he came to save the world, not to condemn it, right? So that's totally love. So every time when I talk to people about Christ and stuff, I always walk in love. I show them love.
You were allowed back to school on Monday, and you ended up leaving because of an assembly they were going to do on tolerance, right? You felt like it was kind of a time where you were going to be ganged up on.
Yeah, because of that teacher that had been stirring up the students against me. I don't know how many there's against me. I'm going to guess 20 or something, or 25. I have no idea because I haven't been going to school. But because of that, I did not want to walk into an assembly in front of the entire school of 300 people, plus school board members, plus all these, high up, smart people, and have to argue my case in front of a bunch of, yelling teenagers or something. I kind of felt like it was going to be Daniel in the lion's den, so to speak. And yeah, so
that's intimidating.
I didn't want to do that.
Yeah, that's absolutely. I'd be intimidated by that. And you're in high school. I can't even imagine. So it's Thursday now. We're talking today, right after we're done this interview, you are going back to school now for the first time, regular classes.
Yep.
Tell me how you're feeling. Are you a little worried?
A little nervous, but you know, God's on my side about it because I'm on His side, right? So you know, anything that you know, if anybody gets in my face or anything like that, I can handle it now. You know, if it's only a small group, if it's the entire school, you know, but you know, I'm gonna just trust in God. You know, follow the Holy Spirit, and He's gonna, you know, He's gonna do good. Yeah, He's gonna do good for me.
And you are wearing the T-shirt, I noticed, so you're continuing your fight.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to wear the T-shirt, and like I said, it's not to be disrespectful of anyone's opinions or shove it in anybody's face, I won, or anything like that. No, it's just because, you know, this is my God, and I stand up for Him, you know, and I do have the right to express my opinion, you know, and I am a Canadian, so I do have the right to that, you know, and I love on everybody. It's not about hate. It's not about, you know, you got your religion in school, and now I want mine too, or anything like that. It's not about hate. It's about love. Yeah.
So Moira, he went back to school yesterday. I talked to his dad this morning, and it did go well. He said that he did wear the T-shirt.
He wore the T-shirt.
He did. He's going to wear it, I think, for a couple more days, and then he said it'll go back into regular rotation, so he won't be wearing the T-shirt forever. But he said it was a mixed reaction. He had some people that were kind of, you know, giving him a bit of a hard time, but he had other people who were giving him high fives. It's like anything else, right? Some people agree with him, some people don't. But hopefully life is back to normal now for William Swiminer, and the drama's done.
Courageous young man, and a very important message that has gone out.